Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to a new video. Today's video is going to be a discussion, sort of, kind of, video. In front of me I have a stack of games, and I believe these are games that deserve to be either remade, remastered, or put into some sort of collection. I believe that if these were to happen to any of these games, it would give them, or if it's like a series, it would give that game or that series, if you will, a second chance to be experienced by someone who might not have played that game or that series before when it was relevant. So, yeah, I'm just gonna, like I said, just go through these games and just say why I think they deserve to be, remade, remastered, or have a collection. So, with that said, I hope you sit back and I hope you enjoy the video. So, now, this first game here, or this first series, should I say, because when it comes to this, I'm talking about the whole series. I believe 2021, it could be next year, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that this year is the 35th anniversary of this franchise, and that's impressive to say the least. And I think if Square was smart, they would do an ultimate anthology of Final Fantasy games. This is the Origins collection, so it has 1 and 2. But with the 35th anniversary on the horizon, I think to capitalize, Square Enix would do, if they did this, it would be really smart. If they took and did an ultimate Final Fantasy collection, and I would want to see this on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Switch, everywhere you can put it. I think if they took and made an ultimate collection that had Final Fantasy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not the remake of 7, just the original 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 2, 12, the 13 trilogy, which I know some people hate or love, but it's part of the franchise. 15, Tactics, some of the other Final Fantasy games that we didn't get over here, and just do one massive mega collection. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool to see. Because, say, as an example, say someone's first Final Fantasy was, say, 12, and they never played any of the others. They didn't go back and play 10 or 10-2 or any of the original Final Fantasies. Having, that big collection would give someone the chance to go back and do that. So I think that'd be really cool. So I'd love to see a Final Fantasy mega collection. Will we ever see it? I'm sure probably eventually we probably would. Maybe when Final Fantasy finally is done as a franchise, we might probably see something like it. But I think it'd be really cool to see something like that for the 35th anniversary for sure. So that'd be awesome. Next, now Capcom has been making a killing lately when it comes to remaking their Resident Evil franchise. The Resident Evil 1 remake was awesome. Resident Evil 2 remake was just amazing. I know some people didn't really like the remake of 3 just because they cut stuff out, but I still thought it was alright. It was pretty decent in my opinion. Yes, I would have liked to have those that cut content, but overall it was still decent in its own right. And right now we've been hearing it's pretty much a given at this point that the next remake is going to be Resident Evil 4. Now, I personally I have mixed feelings about that. Not to say that Resident Evil 4 is a bad game. It's not. And it could use some tweaking, for sure, in the modern era, which a remake would help. Could use some fine-tuning, for sure. But I don't know why Capcom is jumping from 3 to 4, and they're not stopping and doing a remake of Code Veronica first. Now, I kind of understand why they're going to 4, because chronologically it makes kind of sense, like they did Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. 4 is obviously the next big ones that it makes sense that way, I guess, but I think they should do Code Veronica first, and then 4. That's just me. Again, Code Veronica, great game, but like 4, it could use some little fine-tuning. And I guess from what I've been hearing, I guess a remake of this is in the works. They're just doing the 4 first. Don't know why, but yeah. Code Veronica, love to see a remake. So hopefully that comes sooner than later. Next, another Capcom game. This game, people have been asking for a remake forever, and I'm one of those people. Again, not to say the original game is bad. It's not. It just could use some, fine tuning, maybe some, prettier graphics, things like that. But Capcom, once you finish the Resident Evil remakes binge that you're on, you guys gotta go back and remake Dino Crisis. This game is amazing. It's a lot of fun. Let me put it to you this way. If you played any of the old Resident Evil games, like the PS1 games, and you like them, you'll like this game. It is basically Resident Evil, both dinosaurs. It is so damn fun. It's ridiculous. So Capcom, when you finish making Resident Evil 4 and Code Veronica, please, for the love of God, go back and remake Dino Crisis. Because it would be awesome. It really would. Out of the whole Dino Crisis franchise, I think the first one is my favorite. I haven't played 3 at all yet, but the first one I really did enjoy. The second one, still good, but I like the first one just a little bit more. But overall, it's a great game. Deserves to be remade, for sure. Next game here, again, this is a game where I've been hearing rumblings online, like everybody, that not really a remake, but a reboot of some sort is in the works. And hopefully it'll be good. And that game is Silent Hill. Another really awesome, amazing survival horror game. It's just awesome. It really is. And like I said, I've been hearing rumors about a reboot of the franchise for PS5, so hopefully that'll be good whenever we see it. But I think if the first game was to get a remake, a full-on remake akin to like Resident Evil 2, that'd be pretty damn cool to see for sure. Especially on next-gen hardware, it'd be awesome. So hopefully, sometime soon, if not this reboot, maybe one day soon, we'll get a Silent Hill remake, which would be just amazing. More people need to experience that game. They really do. Next, this last PS1 game I got here to talk about is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. It's not Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII is not my favorite Final Fantasy either. My favorite Final Fantasy is 6. But this game definitely deserves a remake for sure. I was kind of hoping before we knew what Blue Point was working on a remake of Demon Souls. I was kind of hoping that it was actually this instead. Maybe they can still work in the future. Who knows? But I would love, and I'm sure my friend would love to see that too. Would love to see this too. This is his favorite game. But I would love to see a remake of The Legend of Dragoon. This is an amazing RPG. If you've never played it, play it. It is amazing. But I think a remake could help. Again, not that there's anything wrong with this game. It's an amazing game. But again, a remake could help tweak some stuff. Tweak a little bit of the gameplay. Tweak the graphics. Things like that. And I think a remake of this would be amazing, to say the least. So, Legend of Dragoon, Sony, get on it and get a remake, in production, and then, maybe if that sells well, maybe a potential sequel. Who knows? But yeah, Legend of Dragoon definitely deserves a remake. It definitely deserves to be experienced, whether that is via a remake or just the original game. So, definitely check the game out if you haven't already. Next, this series I've enjoyed for the most part. I like the second game a little bit more. I haven't played the third one just yet, but gameplay wise, I like the second one just a little bit more. It's not as clunky as the first game. But I would love to see some kind of collection, remastered collection, bring up to HD, more 4K, all that crap, all that fun stuff, and give me a collection for PS5, Series X, even the Switch if you can get it on there. But I would love to see a collection of the Fear games. Like I said, I personally like the second game a little bit more. I have not played the third one, like I said, but out of so far, the second one's my favorite so far. But I would love to see some kind of collection that takes these three games, brings them up a little bit more to HD, tweak the controls like in the first one at least, things like that. But it would be pretty damn cool to see a collection of Fear, for sure. If you never played them, they're cheap as hell. I'd recommend them for sure. So I'd love to see a collection for this franchise. Will it happen? I don't know. If I think Monolith Soft, is it Monolith Soft? The guys who did the Shadow of Mordor games, I think they own the Fear license. I think so. It'd be pretty cool if they, did a collection. So, will it happen? I don't know, but it'd be cool to see. Now this next game is a underrated horror game for sure. And Nintendo, if you're looking to do to bring in a broader audience to the Switch, or drop like a bombshell, like mic drop, last minute thing, announce a remaster of Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. And I think you'd have people paying, hand over fist for it. I would. This is such a great, awesome horror game, and I've only experienced it I experienced this for the first time 2019, 2018, around there, whenever the hell I got it. And I don't know why I never got this when I had my GameCube the first time, because I still loved horror games then. I just never picked it up for some reason. But this needs a remaster for sure. Again, not say because it's bad or it's got bad graphics or bad gameplay. It needs to be experienced by more people. And with the Switch doing as well as it is a remaster of this, it would sell a lot. It would sell like hotcakes for sure. But yeah, everybody needs to experience this game because it is awesome. It's such a good horror game, and it was such different. I mean, it is basically Resident Evil on the GameCube. Technically, I know Resident Evil was on the GameCube, but it's their version, and it's just awesome. Like the things that it would happen in this game, the game would fuck with you. It would seriously fuck with you. Like it would say I got to a part where I forgot what happened exactly, but my screen flashed blue, like a blue screen of death, or it said that my memory card was deleted. My saved games were deleted. It's like, what the fuck? What's going on? So it's definitely a game that needs to be experienced by everyone, especially if you love horror games. So that'd be awesome to see. These next two games here, I'm gonna hold up at the same time, and these games, I guess, supposedly are already getting a remaster, supposedly, and those games are Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Supposedly, from what I've heard and what people have heard online, that these games are getting a remaster, so that'd be great. More people need to play these games, even if you're not a big fan of Star Wars. Definitely need to play these games. They are. KOTOR 1 is one of my favorite games of all time, and I would love to see it be remastered. Like I said, supposedly it's happening, so hopefully it'll be good. So, and if they're doing if they are doing both, I'd love to see. If I remember correctly, there was some content that was that was basically deleted for the end of KOTOR 2. It'd be great to see that, kind of brought that back up and kind of re-add it to the game if possible. So, see remasters of these two games. Be awesome. Maybe have it, which again, supposedly that's happening. So if they do it, they put it on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, that'd be awesome. So I'd love to see it. Now this last game I got here should surprise nobody at all because hey, it's me. EA, you're doing the Mass Effect Legendary Collection Edition collection, whatever. That has all three Mass Effect games, all the DLC, high res graphics, some tweaked controls, etc., etc. I believe that after you finish with that, you guys really, seriously need to go back and do the same thing with the Dead Space franchise, Dead Space series. Anybody who knows me knows I love the Dead Space franchise. I really fucking do. And I think it deserves another chance, if you will, another chance to. I'm honestly surprised EA didn't do this at the height of Resident Evil 2 hype, just to announce, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to be doing not a remake per se, but we're going to be doing a big Dead Space collection that has all the Dead Space games, all the DLC, all of it. I'm surprised they didn't do that, to be honest. But yeah, a Dead Space collection on PS4, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, the Switch. I would love to see that on the Switch. I would love to see that. A collection that has Dead Space Extraction, Dead Space 2, Dead Space 2 Severed, Dead Space 3, Dead Space 3 Awakened. All of it, one package. I would love it. I think it deserves it, for sure. This series needs to come back. It needs a revival. And I think what better way to test the waters, if you will, is a big collection of, like I said, all those games in the DLC. So, that is it. That is some games that I think deserve to be remade, remastered, and have some kind of collection. What games do you think deserve to be, given those treatments? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, please comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you in the future with another video. See ya.